that with a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab. Round man, when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like 10 over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she in. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Oilers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
And
to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Under 10. 10. That's it. Jim. Back. Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Mack escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd and 2, Mack steps away to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 40 now on second down. Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on. You get block me. You come front. You get block me. Hurry. 50 seconds.
To throw on 3rd down. Mack. Man open, Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Mack. That's complete to Sharp. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd down. Mack. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Man. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw is Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first and 10, Matt, he'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Throwing again on second down. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And James has it. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Bang, 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 bang.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, D.
And a give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Matt. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Mack. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Glover. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He can run for it, and he will. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Looking to throw. Mack. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Switch on Travis.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down. There, he could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Darnold now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. James has got it. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now it's Darnold. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the home team here, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.